Alright everyone, today we will be doing a Pokemon Firered backport run with Porygon-Z. And before you guys ask, I didn't swear. We can say Porygon 2 and Porygon-Z. You just can't say the first one. Because, bad history. I have a bad history with that Pokemon. Anyway, Porygon-Z is going to be quite a beast, because if you look at our moveset here, we start with Tail Glow. Tail Glow in Generation 3 is a unique move to the Volbeat. It raises your special attack by 2 stages, but in Gen 5, they buffed it to 3 stages. But Volbeat, Manaphy, and Circuitry are the only Pokemon that can learn this move. So how does Porygon-Z get this move? This, I'm pretty sure, was to replace Nasty Plot, which Porygon-Z does get. So Tail Glow is the best option, but I can definitely say Tail Glow with stuff like Thunderbolt and Psychic later is going to be incredible. I think I need to refresh my overlay. Why isn't my game time showing up? Huh. Odd. Hey, Black Metal. That is weird. I think this might be an HTML error. I'm gonna test the rest of the overlay and make sure it's still working. So I am gonna start, but I'm not gonna start the timer yet. I'm just gonna play this for like 10 seconds. Okay. Why is the game time fading in with the Pokemon? Does it fade out when the battle ends? If so, I know how to fix it. Okay, yep, I know how to fix it. Yeah, I had to fix some overlay errors the other day, and I accidentally created a new thing. No worries, I know what the problem is. It's very easy to fix. Let's see. Also, I'm still getting over a cold, so I may occasionally cough, but if it's gonna be real bad, I'll try and mute. Okay, where's the game? Game time. Here it is. There we go. I basically just went in my code, took the 3 lines of code that showed the game time, and just moved it somewhere else. That was literally what I had to do. You've been real lucky, Black Metal. Real lucky. Alright, now let's get started. So as you guys can see in the YouTube poll, I have my over-under set from an hour to an hour 5. You can guess either that range or over or under that. So let's get started. Hopefully this time I remember to make splits this time. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, 135 special attack with Tail Glow and special moves like Thunderbolt and Psychic. And we have the ability Trace. This is going to waste a bit of text every battle, but we'll always have the ability of the opponent. I think most instances this is really not going to matter. Yeah, also we will learn Thunderbolt at level 40, I believe. So we don't have to buy it from the game corner. And then we can get Psychic in Saffron City. And then we can get... What was that other move? Psychic. I think Porygon-Z learns the TM for Ice Beam. Yeah, it does in Gen 1. I'm pretty sure it does in this game. I can either go buy Ice Beam at the game corner, or just use Blizzard. But to be honest, with Tail Glow, like, Blizzard would only really help for Lance. I could just use 1 or 2 Tail Glows and sweep with Psychic. I think Thunderbolt, Psychic, Pale Glow, and Recover, because we do get Recover by level up. I think those will be my final moves. Also, I don't expect a higher viewership today because Steve and I are both streaming at the same time. He doesn't normally stream at this time. Just trying to catch up on streams from the week before. Alright, at least I have Tackle for catching the HM users here. Catching the HM user here. Alright, where's the Pidgey? So honestly, what am I... Actually, I was gonna say, what should I do for Brock? But then I just remembered. At level 7, Porygon-Z will be getting Side Beam. So that's gonna be our answer. And where's the Pidgey? You know, each of these are supposed to be a 50-50 chance. Yeah, Conversion is just trash in this game, I'll get rid of it. Conversion in Gen 1 was actually kind of cool. What it did, it copied the opponent's typing. Like, for example, at Brock, I could copy the, Are you kidding? That actually... Oh, I know why that killed. That was a level 2. Dude, I'm getting really unlucky with these Pidgeys. Really unlucky with the Pidgeys. Alright, I'm just gonna have to throw a ball. Throw a ball. I do have drinks, too. Yeah, it should be a really good Brock split. Honestly, I should really not be buying in Pewter. Or Viridian. I should really be buying my stuff in Pewter. Because I have to go to the Pewter Mart to get repels anyway. So I may as well just wait. Oh, anyway, with Conversion and how it works in the game, it just transforms your typing into a type of one of your moves randomly. Like, I could be an electric type, I could be a psychic type. It would only really help for gaining stab coverage. But I still do not think that's going to come in too helpful. Plus, it'll be real inconsistent, too. Like, I don't want to have to use Conversion, turn into electric, and then use it again for normal, and then finally I get psychic. But by then, I could have just attacked 3 times, you know? Hey, y'all, sorry I'm late. My phone died, and I almost threw it across the room. I would not recommend doing a dead phone. Alright, I'm gonna skip Lightyear's trainer. Alright, this should be a one-shot. Or a two-shot, I guess. Oh, nice. We're speed-tied with it. It looks like the AI with speed control moves, it looks like he doesn't... The AI will not go for speed control if it's a speed tie. Like, if I was 25, I think that Onix would have done Rock Tomb. Sorry, I'm just frustrated after what happened at work today. Dang, must not have been a good day, huh? Yeah, we all have those. Today was just a normal day. Yesterday, though, was kind of bad. When I was, like, first getting down with a cold, and then, I must not have had a good sleep the night before, because I was just completely tired, even though I slept for 9 hours. Like, that's not like me. Work was slammed today? Oh boy. I'm just using Thundershock to preserve power points. Agility, no. Also, guess what? I actually remembered to make a split at Brock. 459. Oops. You know, I actually needed to heal here anyway. Really, from my day I already started off and I got mad at a kid. My boss told me to go back home Monday. Darn. Yeah, you gotta watch it in front of them kids. Yeah, it could have been better though. The Pidgey luck was pretty bad. Kids are lame. Come on. I guess it depends on the kid. Or who raised him, to be more precise. Alright, we can't learn these tutor moves. So I guess... You know, I think Misty might be a better idea. Yeah, I'll do Misty first. Plus, I think we can learn Water Pulse. I don't remember, but we'll see. I might actually defeat these two optional trainers just because they're right here. And I have Thundershock. True, but I can't name any I would want to hang with. Well, no one wants to hang with a kid. No one wants to. Like, even if they're family, like, you're not thinking, oh man, I really, really want to hang out with my 5-year-old nephew today. It still really depends on the kid. Actually, like, his problem is I get aggravated at them quickly. I don't blame you. I forgot to equip the Person Berry. And I deserve that. Maybe it's not such a good idea to fight them first. I'll try one more time. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I have Tail Glow. I really should be using this move more. Again? You know what? Yeah. Rival 2 might be the better idea. My nephew's awesome as hell. Yeah, it really depends. Like, I get along with my nephew great. Yeah, Rival 2 seems like the better play. Alright, so this is what my moveset will look like for a while. But I'll replace Psybeam with Psychic, Thundershock with Thunderbolt at level 40, and then I'll hold on to Recover and Tail Glow. Honestly, is there even going to be any fight where Trace will actually be helpful? Like, what ability in this game would be helpful to have for Porygon-Z? I don't know. I do have one idea, actually. All the rival fights. Because I will always trace the Pidgeot's keen eye, so the Pidgeot cannot use Sand Attack. My nephew comes to me and is like, hey, I found something you don't know about, and proceeds to show me the original Digimon. It reminds... Hold on. Sorry. Kind of reminds me of that one meme. I think it was from Chronicles of Narnia or something. It showed like the lions with the caption saying, "No need to say the magic words. I was there when it was written." Like that. Bro, my niece isn't much younger than me. In fact, I just tell her to call me by my real name because we're that close in age. I once hit a pillow for 30 minutes. My nephew couldn't find me. I got my sister and him into Pokemon. That's funny. Oh, you know what's funny? I traced Intimidate, but I don't think the Ekans got affected by it. Can't get it tracked because Porygon-Z is genderless, so it wouldn't work. Alright, since our special attack is much better than our physical attack, I'm going to skip Secret Power. I mean, this moveset right here is pretty much all I'm going to want. Just replace Psybeam and Thundershock with the better counterparts. Nope. I just realized going into that fight, I only had one Psybeam left. I was thinking, you know what, I'll just fight this hiker for the extra XP, but I'm better off fighting this guy. I will beat Misty after Rival 2. Or after the whole Nugget Bridge. When I beat Rival 2, I finish off the entire Nugget Bridge first. Preferably, I would want to outspeed the Starmie. But I think at this point, after one Tail Glow, I should just one-shot it. I really consider my nephew more of a friend than an actual family member. I get that. That makes sense. I know one of my family members is really close to this nephew because they all play the same game. They talk like almost every day. Oh, what time? Well, right now, so probably sub 15. I'm not gonna save for this fight. This fight will still be a bit risky because I do not outspeed the Starmie. But I still think this will one-shot. Dude, how is Misty getting such... No. No. Come on, that is ridiculous. I choose not to save for that fight because I had a Person Berry. The Staryu confused me with Water Pulse. And then the Starmie afterwards immediately confused me again. And I just kept hitting myself. Dude, I have a Person Berry for safety. I've had like 3 runs in a row where Misty never once confused me. See? That was so stupid. That was just such bad luck, too. I should probably use Thundershock here. Spark. Yeah, this'll suffice to level 40. Right, can we learn Water Pulse? No. Really, I'm thinking my boss right when she's... I'm probably not suited to be a parent if I'm gonna get mad at a kid that isn't my problem. Yeah, that is a understandable claim. Yeah, because if you ever want to have kids, you gotta be prepared to deal with them, because they will push your patience all the time. You just have to know how to keep cool. Oh. Alright, I did not use a single one. Oh, the trash can berries. I'll go get those on the way out. Glow. It was completely free setting up on that Pidgeotto, because since I sketch Keen Eye, I will never get hit with Sand Attack. Oh, trash can. Time do I think I'll beat Surge at? Well, we'll see what time it'll be when I beat him. I mean, whenever I split, I will say what the split is. Alright, I need to heal. I should probably equip that Paralysis Cure Berry too. Alright, now to set the trash can puzzle. If you guys were wondering what I was doing pausing, I was solving the trash can puzzle with Game Hook to set the flag to true. I can't set it at the start, because my overlay doesn't do it. And I can't just freeze it at the start, because it messes with other flags. So I have to do it before entering Surge. Soundproof. I was thinking, that makes you immune to sound-based move. Is Sonic Boom a sound-based move? But I guess it's not. That's interesting. I would think Sonic Boom is a sound-based move. Really interesting how that didn't faint. 1924. Oh, right, we get Shockwave, too. I don't think it's worth teaching. I think Spark is 65 power, Shockwave is 60. Yeah, I'll hold on to Spark. Then again, Shockwave never misses. But then again, the main fights I have to deal with accuracy problems are like the Rival and Koga. But for the Rival, I'll always trace Keen Eye, but Shockwave may be useful for Koga, actually. I think I should just teach it right away. Alright, so, nothing notable is gonna happen from here through Rock Tunnel all the way to Celadon City. Okay. So when I get there, should I just go get early Psychic, or just hold on to Psybeam? Because Psybeam does have more PP, but I can get Psychic as soon as I get to Celadon. Darn it. After you defeat Lieutenant Surge, you still have to face the great bitch of Celadon City, Ergo, the bitch of forgiveness. Hello, Miss Bitch. I like that username. That's funny. Oh, Black Metal, thank you so much. And you're just coming like almost every stream and just dropping those amounts. When no one's asking you to do it, yeah, you're awesome. Yeah, honestly, with Tail Glow, I can just hold off on Psychic until I have to do Sylph. I'm gonna get this just in case. Sabrina, Bishop Wrath also will be a tough opponent. He can be a tough opponent, yes, since we're only using special moves. But honestly, starting with Tail Glow on our learn set, raising our special attack by 2 stages, I think we could just use it once or twice and just sweep. But the main problem with Tail Glow compared to like Gen 1 Amnesia, since the special was like 1 stat for both special attack and special defense, it built you up defensively too. While my special attacks will deal more damage, I can still get hit pretty bad from special move. I don't think Porygon-Z has good bulk, so she could be hard. Honestly, I don't know what major trainer is going to be a huge threat right now. I mean, technically, Misty gave me 2 resets, but that was because I tried to go do her underleveled. And then the 3rd attempt was because I got super insanely unlucky with Confusion. You've been watching your streams for the last 6 months. It's the least I can do. Still, I just letting you know, I really do appreciate it. Alright, I'll need to use my elixir pretty soon. Well, no I don't. I can just use my 3 Psybeams on the hiker, and then I'll use Shockwave for the rest of the trainers. Also, if you're wondering what XP group we're in the medium fast group. That's why I have my over-under set to 1 hour, which is technically slower than Togekiss and Roserade, but Roserade was the medium slow group, Togekiss was the fast group. Dang, my repel ran out. Oh, skip the guy, nice. Yeah, Agatha is, I think Agatha only has Ghost and Poison moves, for the most part. Well, there is her Golbat. To earn Miss Bitch respect, you must defeat the remaining Bitch Queens of Kanto, Erica, Sabrina, Lorelai, and Agatha. Well, I will try my hardest. I need to use a Paralyzed Heal. But interesting, Porygon-Z is going to be one of the few normal types I play with. I actually will not be getting Return. Well, I think Togekiss was enough. Really? Oops. And to do this. Flash Fire. Oh, that is funny. Hey, Trace actually came into effect. I didn't get burned. I battled one. Hey, if you're in my server and you have Scarlet or Violet, like, I can always challenge you to a battle. I've done trades with people in my Discord server before. I haven't battled anyone. Yeah, you better be careful, because I was with my girlfriend one time. She had one of her friends and her boyfriend over, who were both, like, honestly more obsessed with these games than I am, which is kind of saying a lot. And, she had, like, a really good team that she wanted to battle me with. I beat her both times. Although one of them was pretty close. And I remember I told Steve about it, and Steve was like, hey, that's not fair. You kept it a secret that you did this for part-time living. Which was honestly kind of true. I wouldn't want to battle Shadow. I think I'd lose. But hey, it'd be fun. But yeah, we should definitely plan one at some point. Not today, obviously, but we should definitely plan one. You don't have Switch Online. Oh, well, that answers that. Yeah, that'd be kind of an obstacle to doing that. Porygon-Z is one of the best mons of Sinnoh. I honestly agree, like, I never really played with this thing just because I wasn't a huge fan of the whole Porygon line because, you know, they were all trapped in the game corner. But when I looked at Porygon-Z's stats, 130 special attack, it gets Nasty Plot, it's the normal typing. Like, the big brother, like, gets a lot of great coverage. Alright. Favorite region is Hoenn. Yeah, Hoenn's I like the environment of Hoenn. I'm not much of a fan of, like, the story of Hoenn, though. Like, with Emerald, like, I sometimes don't understand why a lot of people say the story in Emerald is great. You have to fight 2 villain teams, and, like, when you actually have to play it, it's just a huge slog. Like, you know how, like, modern villain teams, you have to, like, fight, like, 50,000 grunts? Imagine doing that twice. I like the environment, just not the story as well. That's just my opinion. Dude. My god, get out of the way. When I get it, I'll battle you. I don't care. My team has a team of all-stars. My ace is Mewtwo. Makes sense. Alright, I will... Honestly, I don't think I need to buy vitamins. Definitely not calcium, because I have Tail Glow. The one vitamin I would probably want to invest in is Carbos for speed. But that's really about it. Fish just like saying the word. Oh, I see what you did there. Funny. I had to read it twice to see what you meant. I am surprised that still one-shot the execute. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why my stat modifiers aren't showing up, like how I used 1 Tail Glow, my special attack should say +2. Those are currently broken in the mapper right now. I think it has been fixed. I don't think I downloaded the newest version yet. The newest version yet. This question, what's your favorite? Please don't get insulted. I'm not sure she would get insulted if that's literally in the username. Yeah, my voice actually sounded a lot worse yesterday, which is why I was thankful I wasn't streaming. But it should definitely feel mostly better by tomorrow. This bitch favorite Pokemon, of course, Rayquaza, because it's a lovely scarf to wear around the neck. That's an interesting way to talk about Rayquaza. Okay. Yeah, Trace Levitate. I don't think that would come useful for any fight, because the only fights I would actually Trace Levitate, I don't think their teams have ground moves anyway. I'm a fan of the Kanto and Johto, but that's what I grew up with. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, I really do like Fire and Leaf Green. My favorite remake. Alright, there's the Pokeflute. I'm gonna go defeat Erica real quick. Mainly just because I want to have Erica defeated before I go to Sylph and get Lapras, and then I could go down to Fuchsia, defeat Koga, and get that Boulder Candy. If you could live in any town, what would it be? Probably... Oh no, that's a tough one. I think my answer, I wouldn't live in a town. I kind of hate living in towns. I would live on like, Route 3. Final answer, Route 3. Elglow, you're gonna Stun Spore. Miss, okay. I probably should have just went for the straight-up Psybeam, but honestly, even if I'm paralyzed, I think I'll still win this. Yeah. 33-15. I think my first game was probably this. I don't know, it's been way too long. Darn it. I should not have waited there. I had a feeling that'd happen. Whoa. Well, that was pretty bad. I'd live in Route 9, but Unova. Yeah, Route 9, I know what route that is. There's a giant... I don't know, there's a giant mall near there. That'd be a lot of foot traffic. Make sure to have an antidote. Yeah, true. Oh my god. Although, from Erica, she's most likely to use Stun Spore, because the AI, if you outspeed the opponent, it'll go for moves to try and lower your speed. Stun Spore is one of them. She most likely will use Stun Spore. I think maybe I should equip a Cherry Berry for that fight, just to be safe. Yeah, I should do that next time. Alright. Now to Saffron. I'll need to go get Psychic. I have a PP up that I can use over it. Plus, there's a second PP up in Silphco. Oh, technically there's a third one in the Rocket Hideout, but I forgot to get it. Yeah, Ecruteak's a pretty great city. Alright, here it is. Alright, let's teach it now. Alright, I think I'll do just the bare minimum here. I'll do just the bare minimum here, and then I'll go around and get all the vitamins I won't get all of them, though. I'll just get calcium and carbos. Water Dragon's such a cool typing. It definitely is. Gen 1 Gyarados should have been Water Dragon. I mean, yeah, while that makes sense, a lot of people theorize that the reason it's not is because in Gen 1, it would have had no weaknesses. Because the only dragon move was Dragon Rage, which cannot be super effective against anything. So Water Dragon in Gen 1 just would have been too broken. But we do plan on doing a backport of Red and Blue with Palkia, so we will actually see just how good Water Dragon is when we get to it. I already have the sprites made. My mom's idea of games. These kids have their heads in the game. My idea. Kids, shut up. I get peace and quiet. Yeah, it do be like that. Hey, 2 more levels, we'll get Thunderbolt. No, don't heal. Hey, I copied Poison Point. Not sure how that really helps. It would only really affect the Rhyhorn or the Kangaskhan. But I think I'm just gonna one-shot everything. And imagine if that Poison Point, that would have been so funny. Alright, I'm gonna get the 10th Floor Bear Candy, and then get the Calciums. Alright, one of them's here. Seven. Alright, now there's a 6th Carbos right here. Carbos here. Candy here. I think these are the only vitamins I'll get. I'm just gonna use these just to get them out of my bag. The original 151 are cool, like Jolteon's just... Yeah, Jolteon, I liked it. Did I really just do that? Did I really just seriously do that? Well, on the bright side, I'll get level 40 for Thunderbolt. Alright, so the plan here is to use 2 Tail Glows and spam Thunderbolt. But a few originals are lame. Yeah, I mean, every generation has good and lame Pokemon. They all do. Yeah, the opponent's modifiers work, but mine don't. It's just a bug with the mapper. Yes, you, wouldn't stop reminding us about it, Shadow. Dude, that Alakazam outspeeds me by 1. I think maybe for the next run, I might do a Timid nature. Plus speed minus attack. That might be the best nature. Honestly, I don't think I've used Recover once this whole run. Starmie being fast equals more crits. It did, yeah, but honestly, Steve and I have done randomizers with all the Pokemon in Gen 1, at least one per evolution chain. Starmie wasn't exactly the best to play with because, like, when you start with only a Starmie, like, it has Water Gun at the start, which is good, but one of Starmie's biggest problems is that it really did not have much bulk. Like, we honestly felt Lapras was actually the best water type to play with. That may have been too risky because the coughing does have smokescreen, but I think it might have been a better idea to set up that tail glow on the muck. Shadow, Mewtwo's better than everything in Gen 1. Alright, now let's go get strength. Then we can go get this rare candy. Alright, let's go do Blaine. You know, that full restore may have been a waste. I could have just healed here. That was actually pretty smooth. You know what? I'm doing so good at this point. I might actually skip that scientist candy. I seriously do not think I need it. I'll take that, though. Doesn't Tail Glow raise stats? Yeah, it raises your special attack by 2 stages in this game. Porygon-Z doesn't get this move normally, but when backporting it, Axew, who made the ROM, decided to give it Tail Glow because normally it gets Nasty Plot, which does the same thing. But fun fact, in Gen 5, Tail Glow raises your special attack by 3. But only like 3 Pokemon can learn it. Well, Shadow, good thing I know before battling you, you're one of those legendary spammers. That's good to know. Black Metal, thanks for gifting a membership to Sadler Rankin. I am surprised that lived. Oh boy. Good thing that didn't burn me, or otherwise I would have died. I think in the next run, I probably should have used 2 Tail Glows. Alright, Bill, I do not need the Sevi Islands candy. I am good. One of the few backports I've done where I actually needed that candy, because the rare candy on the Sevi Islands costs 4 minutes to get if done optimally, was, I think, Slitherwing, because it was a fighting and bug type. It's a really awful typing in this game. Honestly, I think Dialga's the best designed legendary. Yeah, I do like his design a lot. Especially with Primal Dialga from the Mystery Dungeon games. They invented Primal Pokemon before the Hoenn remakes did. Too bad it was never obtainable. They honestly should have released an event Primal Dialga at some point with, like, the alternative color scheme. That would have been so cool if they did. Yeah, that was really close at Blaine, but I should have set up 2 Tail Glows, but I only set up 1. So at least I now know next time set up 2, because 1 wasn't enough. You realize that's not the team I use for competitive. The only one out of it is Mewtwo. Well, you said you updated your Scarlet team. That's what I assumed you meant. This Porygon-Z honestly has the potential to beat Togekiss. I did get hit with Scary Face, so my speed's gonna be 60. I don't know if that's gonna be good. I probably should have just swept. Ow. Well, the Rhyhorn I know all outspeed. Yeah, note to self. Do not set up on the Rhyhorn. 46-12 for Giovanni. Our final Togekiss time was 54 minutes. We're not going to beat the 54, but I can see this getting 56. But yeah, we do plan on doing Dialga, the backport in general. We're even gonna backport the original typing too. We're gonna run with a dragon and steel typing. It's gonna be awesome. Tail Glow. Tail Glow. Thunderbolt. The Origin Dialga and Palkia could have been the BDSP cover legendaries. Maybe. Togekiss is broken with the fairy typing. Yeah. Plus, in this, the Fire-Red backports, we don't backport the fairy type, so Togekiss was its original normal and flying type. But the reason it was so good is because it got access to a bunch of great special moves at level 1, and it had the fast leveling group too, so I didn't have to do optional training at all. But Porygon-Z having Tail Glow is just incredible. Whoa. I've actually done that before. Yeah, the backports are very fun. Oh, are you kidding me? My repel ran out at that one spot, and then I moved over left. That's brutal. I've had that happen with repels before, where it would run out like one step before I needed to turn, and then by muscle habit I would turn. That was annoying. Hey, I almost leveled up. I'll just defeat that. Gen 2 had some of the best soundtracks and landscapes, and you learned that Lance, aka Bootleg Vegeta, originated from Blackthorn. I did not know that. Gen 2 does have a lot of good soundtracks. I like the remade versions in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Those are really good. The remakes pretty much always do a good job with remixing tracks. Honestly, my theory as to why Lance is the champion in Johto is because Red stepped down from the role. Because think about it, in the Kanto games, Lance was the #1 Elite Four member, if you don't count the champion. So maybe with Red stepping down, Lance took over. That's my theory. I should probably deposit my HM users. Because I don't want whirlwind shenanigans from what you call it. Pidgeot. 50 minutes and 9 seconds, I saved at the league. I always track a split of when I first save, because I always save the game before doing this. Neck fat. Oh, that's actually good. I'll take less damage from ice moves. Yeah, Pokemon did a good job with pretty much every remake. And Norman of Hoenn originated from Johto. That I actually knew. Because I know when I played Omega Ruby, which was my first experience with Hoenn, one of the NPCs said, like, that your father moved from Johto. Yeah, I like all the remakes. Just some more than others. Alright, Bruno. I think this guy just straight up don't set up. Dude, how did you live? That's a serious question. How did you live that Psychic? That is impressive. Also, Did it hit me? I don't think it hit me with Rock Tomb, did it? No, it hit me with something else. Under an hour? 100%. Oh, it's going to be under an hour. The question is, will this first attempt beat Togekiss? I don't think it will. This might be like a 55x. I'm hoping to God they won't make another Johto remake. Well, I didn't say that. I don't want another Let's Go games. That's what I said. I don't want another Let's Go game. Like, if they want to make another, like if they want to reimagine or remake the Johto game or something, that's fine. Just don't make it a Let's Go version. That's what I'm against. Dude, that hurt. Gengar does not have good physical attack, and that still hurt. Crazy that Koga got promoted to the Elite Four. Yeah, that is interesting. I do wonder why it was Koga. Should have been Sabrina. I don't know, actually. Maybe it's because Will was already a Psychic Elite Four member? Because overall, Wooper and Togepi both suck. They're not allowed to evolve. Oh, dude, just imagine that. They'd have to make another baddie bad. 1, 2. Alright, I think 2's enough. Yeah, no Let's Goes. Yeah, I think even a plus speed nature, I will not outspeed that Aerodactyl. Well, first reset in the league. Okay, so I will need to set up to +6 here. Plus, here's the thing. I didn't use any candies yet. I'm testing to see how far I can get without candies. Ow. That hurt. Like, part of me wants to use my candies, but that'd be boring. Like, I want to see what level I can beat this at. Lance, the prince of all dragon trainers. Yeah. Like, I think what I should do is just use a recover before progressing. Dang. I think a Switch Johto would be awesome if it was like standard Pokemon. Exactly. But to be honest, Johto's already had a remake. Give other regions a chance. I can imagine Lance saying carrot. Or Akaret. And Drayden is that kid in Blueberry Academy. Yeah. Okay, I will need to use my candies. Okay, that's good to know. 53, 55, 57. One, 2, and 3. Dude. Even at level 58. Well, then again, that's because I'm at low HP. Alright, here's what I'll do. I'll set up my Tail Glows, use 1 Recover, then Sweep. What I'm saying, Sweet, they make Unova or Kalos. Yeah, I want Unova. Like, Unova's next, come on. Then again, Pokemon Day is about 10 days away. We'll wait till then and we'll see what they announce. Honestly, I think Gen 5 remakes are more likely than the new main series game, because I think with all the DLC, I think it'd be too soon to announce it. But then again, another thing that could happen is it'd be all Pokemon Go stuff, and there'd be, like, nothing for the Switch. Honestly, I wouldn't be too upset with that either. If it was just all nothing. But they always like to announce something. Alright. So this thing will use Aerial Ace and Feather Dance, because it will not use Sand Attack because of Keen Eye. That is interesting. What to do with the Executor? I mean, honestly, if you love Pokemon, you're gonna buy whatever they make, right? I guess there's a point, yeah. I don't think Alola needs remix. They pretty much they did all they can. Well, no. Wait till like 2035. They'll find some way to remake it. Remakes are mainly to hit people with the nostalgia fan. 5736. 8 resets, level 60. So, this thing would be second place on the leaderboard, about a minute behind Roserade, and a few minutes slower than Togekiss, but this thing can beat Togekiss. Oh man. 236. That is the quickest game time on my leaderboard. The previous quickest was Togekiss's 239. Alright. Alright, I have the split save too. Oh, damn. Yeah, if you didn't know that, if you press Select B on this screen, it'll try and do the berry update. I forgot to make a save state with my perfect starter, so I'm gonna have to play through this intro again. Alright, so for a nature, I can definitely say I want the timid nature for extra speed and minus attack, because speed did come into effect a couple of times. And I had 2 rare candies to spare for the champion, so I think 2 of the out-of-the-way rare candies I might actually skip. Like, I think I'll skip the Silphco candy. I might actually skip the Carboses, actually. Yeah, I think I might actually do it, because just this plus speed nature will be enough. Plus, I'm never outspeeding Aerodactyl anyway. I think all those vitamins are a waste of time. Alright. Let me, hack in my Pokemon. Alright. Timid nature. Plus speed minus... Perfect. Ability Trace, because that's their only ability. Alright, now I just need to reload Game Hub. Refresh the overlay. There we go. Alright, I'll make a new poll. But still, I think out of all these people, Lance was definitely the hardest. I did have to use Recover. But another question I have... what to do about the Champion's Executor? Because I do worry about that thing using Sleep Powder. I'm gonna look at the moveset really quick. We don't get a fire attacking move. We do get Shadow Ball, but that's a physical move. Aerial Ace is physical. Dark is technically special, but our only dark move is Thief. Honestly, it might be worth... Part of me thinks it might be worth in the Elite Four deleting Recover for Substitute, just to prevent Sleep Powder. But the main problem with that, without Recover, it does make Lance harder. Because your HP will be low enough to where Aerodactyl will kill you. Honestly, I think Executor, I'm just gonna have to accept the luck. There's literally no move I could use for it. That'd be good. So yeah, I'll just have to accept the risk. Alright guys, here's the overrun. I think Charizard's not part Dragon, because the part Dragon typing would just be pretty broken. Besides, I think Fire Flying makes sense, because Charizard has wings. But then again, in Gen 1, in Red and Blue, Charizard couldn't learn Fly, so yeah, take with that what you will. Alright, let's get started. I also have all my splits open, so I can actively tell you throughout the run if I'm ahead or not. Alright, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Since Charizard's popular, he should have been broken. That's some interesting logic. I do not like, though, how, like, Trace just keeps wasting all that text. Like, I think Porygon-Z could have, like, a minute or so faster of time if that text wasn't popping up all the time. But then again, Trace is actually a reason why Pidgeot never risks using Sand Attack. Like, there's no risk to it because of Trace. So I should actually be proud of that. My god, I found the game good for shiny hunting. That's probably I think that'd be my theory as to why the legendaries in the Scarlet and Violet DLC are shiny locked. It's because in Sword and Shield they're not. So if people want to shiny hunt them, they have to use the Sword and Shield DLC. But honestly, I don't really care about shiny hunting. Dragon and Psychic were broken. Well, Dragon defensively was broken. The only Dragon move was Dragon Rage. Plus, all the Dragon typing did to the Dragonite line was make it 4 times weak to Ice. Hey, I actually got good luck with the HM users for once. Plus, the minus attack nature helped me do less damage to these things. Yeah, I never understood why Charizard was in the Sword and Shield decks, but not the other ones. Why would you just include Charizard, but not the other ones? That makes 0 sense. Yeah, I did like the whole arc with Charizard. It was really nice. I'm actually gonna fight this one bug catcher right here, because I need to have Psybeam when I get to Rock, and the bug catcher at the end of the forest is not gonna be enough. I need just some... Oh. It might have actually been enough. Why is Charizard getting more love? I don't know. Ask the fans. The fans are the reason Charizard keeps getting voted that. It's because it looks cool. Venusaur and Blastoise, no offense, they don't have, like, the best of looks. Hello, Fortnite 4Q. Doing? Alright, my last Brock split was 459, so I predict we'll end this with a 430. Honestly, I think that's just from better luck with HM users. Because remember in the last run, within 10 encounters, I only found 2 Pidgeys. They're each a 50-50 chance, so that was pretty unlucky. I'm Bulbasaur fan. Grass types were rare in Fire Red. Were they really? Bellsprout, Oddish, Angela. I guess you have a good point there. Oh no. Dude. Yeah, I've got to start over the whole run. I did not think of that. The plus, remember in the last run how I was speed tied with Brock? And it was never using Rock Tomb? I did not plan that. The plus speed nature allowed me to outspeed. I think I was too high of a level. I need to go into Brock at a lower level than that. Yeah, I had a feeling I recognized your username, actually. But I didn't want to say anything. Alright, let's try again. I don't even know what Venusaur is. Dinosaur mixed with plants, I don't know. You know what's funny? There's this one Pokedex entry that said, like, scientists debate if Bulbasaur is a plant or an animal, and I'm like, it has a mouth. It's an animal. Why would you consider it a plant? That makes no sense. Bellsprout was blue exclusive. Oh. Was that a turn frame encounter? Because in this game, if you turn in place, you can still spawn an encounter. Alright, so do not fight that bug catcher in the forest. I just have to arrive at Brock at level 7. I think at Fire and Leaf Green, there's still version exclusives. Those two, at least. Well, this is going good so far. 50% of you say it's going to be under. I had the over-under be tough, because 53 is 1 minute faster than Toga is. But I do think Porygon-Z can do it. Hopefully I get good HM user luck too, like last time. Such a shame the attempt got wasted, because I was literally too fast for Brock, which was nuts. I don't know how you could be too fast for Brock. And plus, during that final turn, since I was low on HP, even though the opponent takes into account, like, speed control for Rock Tomb, like, if the opponent outspeeds you, it's not going to go for it. It will still go for it if it detects a kill. So if I'm at low HP, it will go for Rock Tomb because it's the most damage. The stream is sort of lagging. Well, I'm not dropping any frames on my end, so that's either a YouTube server thing or it's your internet connection. Because it's not me. OBS tells me if I'm dropping frames. Alright. Alright, I think... Oh. I think when I level up, I'll have 24 speed. Which, the Onyx has 23 speed. So... Actually, no, the Onyx has 24. Let me at least use a potion. Oh. You know what? I'll save here. Yeah, see? Since the Onyx outspeeds, it's not gonna bother with moves like Rock Tomb, although it still did that. Yeah, it gets Tail... I honestly should have just used turn 1 Tail Glow. That was, my mistake. Hey, Rock Tomb missed. Nice. Well, 4.1 seconds ahead. Was still kind of a bad rock split. You guys think Tail Glow Porygon-Z is broken? This would still apply to modern games, because in modern games, it gets Nasty Plot, which is the exact same thing in this game, although Nasty Plot wasn't a move till Gen 4, which is when this was introduced. So, if I did this in Gen 4, I would still have access to it. Now backport the move Sunsteel Strike. Yeah, when we do backports, we don't backport custom moves. That's one thing we're not doing, because it would just be way too much work. I think Pokemon should stick with the confines of a Gen 1 or whatever gen we're doing moveset. Plus, it'd be more fun to make the moveset, actually. Because you have to, like, substitute things. Was Porygon-Z nerfed? I don't have any knowledge of that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any changes were made in specific generations. I'm not sure. Dang it, come on, I'm trying to save time not using Repel. Alright, so we're doing Rival 2 first. Bro, they had this anime club in my school and I was the only girl there. That was embarrassing. That's honestly what I would predict. I mean, I know my girlfriend likes anime a lot. Synchronize. Really? Yeah, this route's going pretty smooth so far. I'm asking my girlfriend at the of course that she didn't feel like. Oh, that's an answer for everything. I didn't feel like it. Oh, Gen 3 useless. Fame checker and Teachy TVs. Yeah. Actually, the Fame Checker had interesting stuff to it. It encouraged you to, like, talk to other people and learn about characters. And if you actually filled it out, you would actually get some secret dialogue. Like, you could learn some secrets about NPCs you never knew. I think it was actually kind of an interesting item that encouraged you to talk to people. Look, oh, dang it. I did not mean to do that. I meant to do a turn while staying in place. Bro, what's funny is that she was more of an anime nerd than even me. Dang. I don't know how that happened. For real, those were useless items. Yeah, well, I think they were an interesting concept. Like, the Teachy TV was meant to, like, if you had any questions on how the game worked, you could just do that. I mean, Fire and Leaf Green were really trying to help out new players. Like, I have this disabled in my options, but if you press L or R, it, like, brings up a help menu, and it can, like, answer some basic questions for you. Like, I think it was an interesting idea. It was a way of giving you a tutorial without throwing it in your face. I kind of wish they would just stick with that in the newer games. Just skip all the tutorials and just give you a book. And, like, if you have any questions, refer to your book. Like, they should have just done that. Plus, they were quite interesting to watch, actually. Like, the Teachy TV, like, all the different episodes, the different questions. It was kind of interesting. Lowbro looks basic but cool at the same time. Never thought of it that way. Well, I didn't save, but you know what? I don't need a save. But guess what? When I defeat the Staryu, I'll level up and I'll outspeed the Starmie. There we go. Outspeed. There we go. 2 minutes and 24 seconds faster. Awesome. Slowbro's Mega Evolution, not a fan of the design. Yeah, I don't blame you. They had the Shelter just completely eat up the Slowbro alive. With the action guide. Well, they still threw the tutorials in your face, though. Like, start of the game, it's always like 50 minutes of tutorials. They do it every time. I guess Slowbro's awkward moving. Like, how does it move around? Does it float? I mean, maybe. It's a psychic type. Alright, don't need a save here because this fight's very much free, since the Pidgeotto can't even sand attack me. I'm gonna use Recover just so I don't have to use a potion later. It would have been cool if you change your character sprite into any trainer in the game. Imagine starting your journey as Lance. Yeah, like early customization. Yeah, that'd be funny. I know there were cheat codes back in the day you could, like, change what your NPC sprite was. It would actually be real funny because a lot of them don't have, like, the running animation, so whenever you run, it's just speed walking. Hey, I was just recommended your... Hey, I was just recommended to you. I made my own ROM hack based off Radical Red and Firered. Would you be interested? Hello, Saya Fisher. I don't really play ROM hacks that much. I just prefer to stick to the close to vanilla experiences I can. But it's glad to hear you're working on ROM hacks. I mean, I guess the backports do count as ROM hacks, but still, it's ish. Like, besides that, the rest of the game's the same. Alright, now to set the trash can puzzle. In my game, you play as Ash. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I've seen some other ROM hacks where you can play as Ash. At least it looks like Ash. Alright, I'm not gonna save here either because the Voltorb can't even paralyze you. I'm gonna use 2 Tail Glows to make sure I one-shot the Raichu. There we go. .247, so around 20 seconds faster this time. Hello, Clayton, how are you? Yeah, the Prince of all Dragon rises. Who would the king be? That's my question. Ash is my inspiration. Yeah, he inspired a lot of us when we were younger. The library in Scarlet has a huge library of FAQs. I never read those books. I never bothered reading them. To be honest, Shockwave was really not that useful. Because Shockwave would have only came in handy just for Koga, and that's if he used a smokescreen. But what I'm going to do on the Koga fight, I'm just going to straight up sweep with Psychic. So I'm actually just going to keep Spark, just for the extra power. How was the last run? Really, really, really good. Lance did give me some problems, but Despite the problems, I was only a minute slow. I was 1 minute faster than Roserade, who's second place. Yeah, good search time. So far, I'm ahead 2 minutes and 47 seconds ahead of my last run. I can give a more accurate reading once I beat the next gym. Stream has been glitchy a bit. I'm not sure what would cause that, because on my OBS, it says I've dropped to 0 frames. And I stream in, I think my bitrate is set to 6,000. I'm not sure. I think that might be on your end. Hey, Austin. I saw you were participating in that Roselia Scott event. How was that? Did you win? You better have won or I'll be disappointed. Honestly, Porygon-2 and Porygon-Z are pretty good Pokemon to do runs with, but Keyword, on the other hand, is not. King of Dragons is Lance's father? I mean, biologically, that would make sense. Pausing a bit for me as well. It's happening to everybody, huh? It might be a YouTube issue. Why don't... I'm also multi-streaming to Twitch. If it's unwatchable, you can always watch it on Twitch. It might just be a YouTube server issue. That's my guess. I got first. Roselia's really good. Really? How is Roselia... Like, what kind of moves does it get? Does it get Swords Dance like every other grass type? Like, when does it get Sleep Powder? How's the run going? Are you up to your second one? Yeah, this is the second run right now. This is going to be the more optimized run. I honestly think it's a YouTube issue. If I go back 5 seconds, the stream loads fine. Yeah, it most likely is a YouTube issue. Because if it was me, OBS would tell me I'm dropping frames. But I'm not. Alright, I skipped the Slowpoke guy. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what's causing the YouTube server issue. Lance being related to Giovanni is impossible. Yeah, I don't see Lance using guard specs. Good, get in there. If you let it skip like 2 seconds ahead, YouTube doesn't lag. That's weird. Oh. Alright, so this time, I need to remember to pick up that PP up in the rocket hideout. I'm gonna use it for Psychic. Alright, and I won't be buying vitamins this run, I'll just buy super potions, super repels, and leave. I think Lance and Claire are cousins. Oh, wait a minute. I'm used to flying to Lavender when I get fly, but no, I gotta do this first. Yeah, Lance and Claire are cousins. Not a problem, Speed. Like you said, it's YouTube. If you pause and play, it doesn't lag. Giovanni used to take Lance out of town. And Black Metal, thank you for the $2. It's insane. Lance was evil in the manga too. Yeah, I've heard of that. I heard like half the gym leaders were members of Team Rocket. It was like a whole giant Illuminati conspiracy theory, but it was ended up being true. Man, I'm getting really efficient at this overworld movement. I mean, I've had so much practice with Firered. Try attack. No. You know, honestly, I think I might actually skip all vitamins entirely unless they're right on the main path. I think I'll use like a couple of Carbos, but honestly, I think the plus speed nature will be just enough to let me outspeed foes I couldn't last time, like how I was one speed lower than Sabrina's Alakazam. Yeah, I mean, all the Carboses in the world is not going to let me outspeed Aerodactyl. Glow. Alright, that'll be enough. Well, Koga was using a Golbat attached to his arm like a sword cutting people with its wings. I have not seen that scene. I'm going to try out some interesting routing. I'm actually going to go over here and go get Psychic. Yes, because the Psychic House is always kind of out of the way. So now I can fly on over and do Rival 4. So now when I finish with Erica, I can just go fly straight to Saffron. I should probably use a potion. That was a Repel. That's fine. I needed to use a Repel anyway. One. And 2. That'll be all I need. Alright, I'm gonna use just Spark on the Gyarados, and I'll Side Beam the rest. The Execute resists both Psychic and Electric, but they're both 65 power, they'll do roughly the same damage. Wrong way. That Arbok scene, Area 91, I actually have seen pictures of that online. Like, manga was brutal back then. Like, what were they thinking? I guess that was just how they wrote manga. Yeah, Arbok backwards is Cobra. That was how they got the name. Same with Ekans and Snake. And Porygon-Z is just crushing this game so far. I mean, the one reset was just from Brock. His trash talking was best in none. Alright, so I think my routing for the mid-game, I will do Safari Zone stuff. Erica, fly straight to Saffron. And then inside a Sylph Coat, I'll get that third PP up. And then I'll use all 3 of them on Psychic. I was thinking use 2 for Psychic, 1 for Thunderbolt, but I think that'd just be extra menuing. Hello, Annie, what did you miss? The entire first playthrough and half of the second. But if you stick around for another 20 minutes, or 30 minutes, 25 minutes or so, this thing will probably get a faster time than Togekins. Alright, hopefully I can avoid the biker this time. There we go, first try. Yeah, Porygon-Z is a menace. It makes me want to do a solo run with it in Gen 4 at some point. Maybe Heart Gold and Soul Silver? That'd be a fun one. I am getting back into the edited solo runs again. I had to delay the Crobat video for a little bit because it's almost done being edited. It's just that wasn't the reason I delayed it. I'm trying to stick to a consistent offline schedule, like this day I'll edit for 2 hours, this day I'll do stream, this day I'll do audio, stuff like that. My schedule ended up not working out, so I had to make a new. No, Austin, don't ever say that word again. Nothing can ever redeem that Pokemon. This is Porygon-Z. We're not running that thing. Like, if I were to run that Pokemon in Firered and Leaf Green, it would suffer quite bad. Oh, I should probably equip a Cherry Berry for this fight. Oh, Crobat. In what gen? Crobat. In Crystal version. The reason I did that is just because I like Crobat, and I just needed something to start off with. Because from now on, all of my edited videos will be decided based on a YouTube poll. Like, remember, the poll that was on my channel is for Pokemon Pearl, and I had a theme for Dark types, and I just asked people, of these 3, who do you want to see? There was Drapion, Weavile, and Honchkrow, and people picked Drapion. Like, they're all going to be decided based on polls, but I had to do something to get the train going, if you know what I mean. I will say, Gen 2 Crobat sucks. Crobat didn't become good until, I'd say, Gen 5, when they got moves... Or Gen 4, actually, when it got moves like Cross Poison and Brave Bird. That actually made Crobat good. Gen 9 Dex is gas. I mean, are you talking about, like, the regional decks, or just the brand new Pokemon that were introduced? Because I liked a lot of the brand new Pokemon. But in terms of the regional decks, I thought it was quite alright. It had a nice variety of Pokemon in it, from different gens. Dude. Alright, now to use my PP ups on Psychic. Good thing it's in slot 1. One. I gotta be careful. This thing... Oh my god, that is a huge crit. Alright, I gotta use Recover on something. You know what? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna one-shot everything. Oh, it's because of Dexit. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, then again, I do think it's kind of understandable why they didn't want to keep putting every Pokemon in every new game. Because imagine a new Pokemon game with over 1,000 in it, having to program all that. Plus imagine, like, 10 years from now, where there's, like, 1,400. You'd have to code in 1,400 different monsters, all their sprites. Like, obviously cutting it back would obviously reduce the amount of work. I honestly understand why they did it. And I'm honestly not upset about it anymore. It just means every game we get a huge variety of Pokemon, because having 400 for a regional dex is actually massive. For reference, X and Y's regional dex was like 490, I think. And that was considered big at the time. Like, having a 400 regional dex, that's almost the size of the entire Emerald National dex. All catchable in one region, too. Yeah, Steelix, it's not a good Pokemon. I agree with that statement. I'm surprised that lived. 10 years from now, I'll be a game developer. Well, good luck. Good luck with achieving your goals. No, I'm just gonna get the rare candy and leave. Yeah, that's pretty much the reason most people are upset. It's just because one game, their favorite gets cut. It's just because their favorite got cut. But if their favorite didn't, then people weren't really upset. But yeah, I completely understand that. But still, I do like having a nice, huge variety of Pokemon. Plus, you know one thing I like about it? You only need 400 Pokemon to get the Shiny Charm. Because in, like, X and Y, if you wanted the Shiny Charm, you needed to have all, like, 700 Pokemon or whatever. Like, which was just absolutely insane. But reducing that to just 400, all within the same region, give or take some trades, you can actually pretty much achieve it. But like in X and Y, you can only catch like half of all the Pokemon. All the other half had to be transferred from another generation entirely. It makes stuff like the Shiny Charm and like the Oval Charm for eggs, it makes them much more reasonable for players to get. That's what I liked, one thing I liked about it. 4 minutes and 30 seconds ahead. Huh, I actually lost time in the Gym 4 split when I fought Erica. I actually lost 20 seconds. Not from the last run, just for my overall pace. Here's a fun fact. The first time I ever got the Shiny Charm was Sword and Shield. I did get it again in Scarlet and Violet, though. Sword and Shield was actually the first game I decided to try out the Living Dex challenge. You can't catch all the Pokemon in Gen because of mythicals. That is true, but for, like, getting the Shiny Charm, they never counted mythicals. They actually never did. Like, in Gen 5, I think it was when they introduced the Shiny Charm, I had guidebooks as a kid. It actually said, you do not need the mythicals. The mythicals do not count towards, like, the diploma and stuff. I mean, funny thing is, in Scarlet and Violet and DLC, even though you can very easily get a Meloetta, it's not in the DLC dex because it's a mythical. Well, I guess there is Perchurin, which is sort of a myth. I don't know why people say it's a mythical. Keyword line gets Thunderbolt in Legends Arceus. That's why I gave it Thunderbolt in place of no Discharge. I mean, I completely understand that. They get Thunderbolt via TM anyway. It does sound like you have a lot of fun making the movesets, though. Oh, that was pretty smooth, actually. I'm gonna get that. Alright, so I need to remember, for this fight, I need to use 2 tail glows. Not 1, 2. I need to heal. I think people call Perturan a mythical because it's a trio master and Keldeo is a mythical. That actually does make sense now that I think about it. I do like how Game Freak is starting to make a bunch of older mythicals, like, they're giving them another way for you to catch them. For example, in Sword and Shield, you can catch Keldeo. That's the only way I was able to get a Keldeo. Same with the BDSP Mew and Jirachi. And Legends Arceus with all the Sinnoh ones. Sorry. Alright, after beating Blaine, we're 4 minutes and 54 seconds ahead. This is insane, actually. Let's see what our pace is when we beat Giovanni. Perturan was announced as a mythical. Oh, okay. So it's a mythical because they say so. Got it. Alright, I want to try and save PP, so I'm going to sweep this guy here with Thunderbolt. No, just with Psychic. They really shouldn't have shiny locked the legendaries in Arceus. Honestly, I hated the fact they even invented shiny locking. I think the reason they did that was because they know they could exploit it later with, like, events and stuff. Like, the Eternatus being shiny locked, but then you have to get an event like GameStop code or something. That's probably the reason they did it. Wait, Legends Arceus actually had that glitch in it? If you use Shadow Force with a shiny Origin Giratina, it crashes the game? Okay, that is actually funny. That is actually really, really funny. How did people discover that? That's my question. 5 minutes and 1 second ahead, so I was able to save an extra 7 seconds. Wanted to find out, Omega Ruby, where you have a shiny Giratina in that game. Good job for you. Actually, from, what's it called? From, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I actually found a shiny Stakataka through the, Ultra Wormhole. And if you ask, and before you say, well, it was given a boosted shiny odds, it was not applied to the Ultra Beats. It was actually a near full odds shiny. Actually, I think it was full odds, because I did not have the shiny charm in that game. Like, I just found it on accident. I still have it, actually. It's in my home. Alright, so I think with this thing, I should just use all the rare candies now. Plus, level 47, I can still get encounters in Victory Rooms. I better use them all now. Alright, I've got 6 more candies, so I'll get to 56. I hate those statues. I really hate how you just have to bump into them and then you read it. It's really annoying. I'm not even pressing A on them. You just have to bump into it to read it. Somebody that bought BSP probably took their shiny Giratina they got from it, moved it to Arceus, and then, yeah, that's probably how they figured it out, but still, I That is actually funny. Like, what in the game would cause a Shadow Force from Giratina to crash? But not Giratina, a shiny Giratina. Like, what about that sequence causes a game to crash? Did they ever fix it? They must have fixed it, right? That's a very specific glitch. A shiny locked it so hard it struggles with shinies from other games. That's funny. Wrong way. Dude, really? Porygon-Z looks like the type of Pokemon a hacker would have. Pretty much. It said this on Bulbapedia. I don't actually have a shiny gear. Oh, so it never happened to you? 5 minutes and 30 seconds ahead of saving at the league. So if I have this similar pace in the league, I'll be 5 minutes ahead. But then again, remember in the league, I had like 7 or so resets on Lance. Alright, I think +4 should be enough. Plus, I used all my rare candies beforehand. Honestly, this thing could get a 51-minute time, potentially sub 50, which is a legendary time. I do also have a DS so I can play Platinum, but they have an option to transfer for 3DS games, not DS games. Yeah, to transfer from DS to 3DS, you have to use the Poke Transporter to Black and White, and then you have to transfer it over to Bank. Which is still active for now, but I'm sure in the future it will get shut down eventually. They don't have any plans to do it right now, though. Interesting. Both times, the Onyx just never used Earth Rock Tomb. Usually it does. I think I looked at like how the AI works in this game. Apparently, if you outspeed the opponent, they will prioritize speed control moves, but not always. It'll usually be like an 85 or 86% chance they actually do go for one of those. Why does Porygon-Z sprite look slightly out of place? Well, that's because Porygon-Z was not from this game. Oh no. Plus, the sprite wasn't made by me or Axio. It was made by someone else in the ROM hacking community, because Firered has a lot of ROM hacks for it, so a lot of Pokemon have had sprites made. No Ice Beam? Porygon-Z does not learn Ice Beam by TM. If you go to the beginning of the VOD, you will see its TM and level up moveset. Alright, so remember, set up to +6, use a recover first. 167. Dude, I would have been so close to outspeeding that Aerodactyl if I had just remembered to stock up on Carboses. I actually still have that Carbos from the mansion that I never used. I mean, it's kind of too late for it. Why does my stream keep buffering? I don't know. YouTube is having a weird issue today. Someone in the chat suggested keeping the stream behind by a few seconds, but if that doesn't work, you can always try watching on Twitch. Unless the issue's on Twitch as well, I'm not sure. Because I'm not dropping any frames. Dude, this is gonna get a sub 50. That is nuts. Yeah, that's what I did. I used Recover so the Aerodactyl could not kill me. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so the one risk with this fight, Psychic, it may one-shot. It has, the Executor can live a Psychic. Oh no. Alright, at least the special defense drops, so, yeah, as soon as I wake up, I'll one-shot it. It was a good thing he full restored, because that did waste a turn. Because Porygon-Z does not really have a good move to deal with it, so I just had to accept the risk. Thunderbolt instead of Psychic. I'm not sure it would matter, actually. They both are resisted anyway. 4906, one reset at level 61. Actually, wait. Thunderbolt's 95, Psychic is 90. Yeah, you're right. Thunderbolt would have been slightly better. I'm not sure if it would have been enough to kill, though. Dude, this thing beat Togekiss by 5 minutes. You know why? All because of Tail Glow. Thanks, Black Metal. The $2. Yeah, you know what's funny? Rival 5's Pidgeot and Rival 6's Pidgeot does not have Sand Attack, but for the champion fight, they gave it Sand Attack back. That is awful. Imagine if the Executor had Mirror Coat. Don't say that. Dude. My under was 53. My god. Yeah, look at this. See, these are my splits. 8 minutes and 29 seconds faster. Honestly, I cannot think of what else can get a sub 50. Like, that is completely nuts. Yeah, honestly, Trace didn't lose that much time. Actually, no, Axu. Trace did help. Whenever I traced Keen Eye in the rival battle, I was immune from Sand Attack. I guess if I didn't have Trace, I would have had Substitute. Alright, so, take a look. Leaderboard. Obviously, this thing will get first place. I'm just gonna fix this. It's really annoying whenever some gets first place, because I have to, like, move everything around. Alright, we were level 61. One level lower than Iron Jubilant. One reset. 4906. What was the game time? 2:22. Oh my goodness, that is nuts. Oh, hold on. Oh. Yeah, Google Sheets does not like it when you have it duration and you don't put the 0 there. Otherwise, it thinks it says 49 hours. Alright, let's get a picture up. We did... down here. There we go. Yeah, that is a completely insane time. Sub 50. Honestly, Trace, even though it did lose time in 99% of battles, it helped us because we didn't have to worry about Sand Attack. Shoutouts to Roserade for being bad, big. I mean, Roserade did perform really good too. Especially since Axew gave it the egg move extra sensory at like level 30 or something. Yeah, it was really fun. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. The next stream will be sometime next week. I have to make the schedule. I have to wait for Steve to finish his stream. I'm not sure if he's finished yet. He might be. And, the next Firered backport we are doing, I don't remember what it was. Give me a second. Okay, you have two more Firered backport runs this month. We will be doing Magmortar and Electivire. So those two will be quite interesting. A fire and an electric type. So anyway, I will see you all then.